Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be talking about Killer from One Piece. Killer, as we all know, is the first mate of Eustace Captain Kidd crew. Okay, is basically the Roronoa Zoro of Kidd's crew. Okay, I've done a theory the other day. I'm gonna make him like in a cross, like he's fighting. I made a theory about Urouge the other day that I'm gonna put here, okay, and how Urouge is the last supernova that we haven't seen in the real story and how that's gonna go, okay. I start talking in that video like I'm starting talking about Killer in this one. Those two characters are introduced together, fighting together, kind of equal power until Urouge transforms, okay. And what I wanna see from now on, I'm up to date with manga, I'm up to date with anime, with everything, and I'm conscious, I know what happened with Kidd's crew, I know how defeated they are, okay. And basically I don't think the story is over for them. I have this idea that they are the ones who introduced the man marked by flame, and I think these guys are the ones who are gonna be meeting and being with the man marked by flames. So we know from the Kidd group that their destination after Wano, their peak is Elbaf. They head to Elbaf. Before arriving to Elbaf, they encounter Shanks. They start attacking Shanks people, and Shanks sees the future, a very tragic future for his Nakamas, and he basically decimates, destroys. It is said in the manga like that. The Kidd crew was destroyed outside of Elbaf. I don't think they are dead. They kind of no. They basically hand over the poneglyphs, the red poneglyphs. That they have 3 poneglyphs as well, and basically at that point there, we see in the manga that clearly the attack of Shanks cuts Kidd in the middle, okay, destroying the damn punk and destroying the Kidd in general. Kidd is floating in the middle, but it is said in one of the texts around, and is shown more in the anime, that Killer, like a good first mate, basically intercepted the attack. So he jumped between Kidd and they attacked a little bit to protect Kidd. So that's why he got basically destroyed as well. So there goes my theory. I think they are alive, and we are gonna see a Barbossa situation with Kidd, and Killer is gonna temporarily take over the Kidd pirates. These 4 characters, the 4 basically only characters that we pay attention in Kidd group, that are they are Kidd and Killer, and then you had another one is called Heat, and the other one I don't remember, to be honest. It slipped my mind now. I'm trying to think about Kidd. It escaped my mind. But basically these 4 guys were 4 kids from a territory, same town, different territories. They kind of mafia guys, young kids, and they were in love with the same girl. And the same girl, this is all told in SBS, because this girl is captured, they fight the bad guys, the ones who actually had the control there, and they kind of form the Kidd alliance. These guys were in love with this little girl. They were all of them kids, and what basically happens there is that this connection, and the girl, I think at the end it ends up dying, and also they decide to join forces, and yeah. It is said as well that the only difference and the only reason why Kit's reward, the poster and the number is higher in Shabondi than Luffy is because these guys are sadistic, but like they are cruel and they kill people, and we don't see that with Luffy. Okay, so basically what we have seen in Wano when we join forces with them is that they are fierce warriors, and this guy is not at Zorro level because he is defeated by Zorro, but he is a supernova. He is a rookie. He is stronger than any of the other Straw Hat characters, etc., etc. And the facts are because there's been a lot of comment about this, like oh, Sanji is not in the rooftop, but Killer is in the rooftop. Well, Killer was a supernova in Shabondi, so it is stated at that point that Killer is in a tier of characters, in a group of characters that they are incredibly strong. Okay, like Kid and Luffy and Zorro and the rest of the supernovas. They have their own tier, and Sanji is not there. Sanji is very strong and everything and very clever. And that is something different that as well from the it differentiates Sanji from the supernovas. I think Sanji has this part of clever that you don't see in most of these characters. But basically, what I wanted to mention is let's move a little bit up. What I wanted to mention here is basically Kid needs to be unconscious 100%, and I think these guys, how they introduce the man marked by flames, I think they are gonna be in Elbaf, rescued. They are gonna be floating, okay, around Elbaf. They will be rescued by the man marked by flames. I have the theory for Kid. I'm gonna put here, okay, and I think this man marked by flames needs to be one of the Roger pirates, especially Scopper Caban. That will give a lot of game. I'm gonna put the theory here as well, so you can have a look if you want. And basically, I see a Killer having a role as a captain. Sometimes we see this in the pirate world, and in real life we see this as well in plenty of real-time pirates, and we see this especially as well and in the Brook flashback when Calico Jorky is ill and they decide to part ways, so Brook is made captain temporarily. Well, temporarily, if he was gonna recover, but we don't know if he'd end up dying at the end because it's never been confirmed. It could be that he died there. Most probably he died there. But basically, I'm gonna do the knives like this, very long. But basically, as you say today, I'm drawing very loose. Basically, we need to see some kind of real pirate stuff with the pirates. I don't think the Kid pirates have any other some sort of important role to play in the story, and this is more in the sense of they will aid Luffy. Killer's priority now is to make sure Kid is healed. The man marked by flames probably has him like Barbossa. If you have seen Pirates of the Caribbean, you know what I mean, that Barbossa, if not, don't, this is a spoiler. Barbossa is basically killed, and then when we go to Calypso in the credits, we see that Calypso has him there, and he's kind of reviving him, okay? That is something that Oda doesn't normally kill anyone in the story. So that is something that we will see. And we will see a Kid return for a little bit of aid, but first of all, Killer taking control of the situation. Killer is a very clever man. He is the one who calms his captain, when his captain has no patience to deal with Basil Hawkins and Scratchman Tapu dealings, he says, you know, I'm gonna kill you all. But Killer is the person who basically has the brains in that group. He bets for Kid. For him, Kid is gonna be the Pirate King, like Zorro does, and that's totally okay. But I think with this utterly defeat that they just had, he's gonna realize that their story goes somewhere else. I will say even that Killer may be the perfect character because he has, let's say, to put it plain, almost the strength of Zorro, okay, plus the intelligence of Sanji. It's like a mix of these two characters, and to be honest, he has a fruit that, as we all know, he was captured in Wano, and they had him kidnapped. They fed him a smile fruit, so he couldn't, he wasn't lucky at the very end, and basically it was a smile, no power or anything, it was only the laugh, so he's laughing like he's mad, like he's crazy, and very funny laughing and everything. And the funny thing is that even being such bad guys that Oda introduced them as bad guys, how beautiful it is that Kid escapes the whole camp when we are with Queen and everything in Udon, and then how he's recaptured again because basically he went and tried to find his Nakama Killer. So Oda is humanizing them. I felt sorry when I saw their defeat, okay, against Shanks, but we need to start the cleanup, okay? We need to start to taking the characters out of commission, and Kid is not end of a story material. Law is not end of a story material. I have a very nice video about Law explaining why I think he is member of Sword at the same level of Drake that I'm gonna put here, and I think that is gonna be revealed soon as well. I think that is gonna be shown in the hospital. Right now we are in the hospital with Drake, with Kobe, and plenty other characters of the Sword group. We are basically we're gonna be basically seeing, let's do the lines of the face. We're gonna be seeing there as well Suru and Sengoku going there because they wanna know what happened to Garp. We see that in like 10 episodes ago, more or less, when they are explaining all the Sword stuff. And I think that's when we're gonna have the reveal. We're gonna have I explained everything in the theory, and we're gonna have him, Law, Drake, and Sengoku together, and I think those are the key players for that moment. Let's do the face, all this helmet. Okay. Apparently, Killer always had this kind of crazy laughter, and he was ashamed of that, and he didn't want to show it, and he kind of a little bit of trauma, and he decided to hide his face so no one could see him like that, and the pain and everything that caused to him. So basically, the Kaido group, the Smile concept, and Orochi and all of these guys, they kind of messed up him a lot, and that's why we could see Kid going so radical against them, and wanting to rescue him because he know how much his friend, his Nakama, suffered, and yeah, I said it at the beginning. I love Killer character as a character. I love him. Is very interesting. I think he has a lot of game, and one thing is that you are silly and people follows you, like Luffy. Luffy is very silly, but he has determination, etc. And we see how the story comes for the Straw Hats. And something else is what is going on with Killer. I think the story demands that he takes over a little bit while Kid is like that. I think we have seen surrender from the other two guys. They said to the redhead pirates, they said, don't kill my captain, don't kill us, and we will give you all of our poneglyphs, we will give you everything, please don't kill us and let us live. I don't see Shanks as a killer. We see them decimated with Dory and Broggy because they cut them through and everything, and the ship is destroyed. When the ship is destroyed in One Piece, destroyed by another team, that means that they are goners. They have nothing else to do in the story apart from secondary character, and this happened to them. So my theory is that we are gonna arrive to Elbaf. Elbaf will start, and we will have a little bit of introduction to Elbaf and the Giants, but then we are gonna go to the center of the Earth. I have the center of the Earth's journey to the center of the Earth, or road to the center of the Earth, that I call the video here, that I'm gonna put here, and you will understand why when you watch it, because there are a lot of references with Crocus and the Jules Verne stories. Okay, and okay, this is the weapons. I don't know if this exists for real, but it is very cool. Okay. So basically I think we're gonna go into Elbaf, and at some point soon we need to meet the man marked by flames. I think we will find Killer, and first of all we will find Killer, and Killer will say, this happened to us, we were destroyed by Shanks, and why you were telling that? They will say, why are you telling us all of this? We separated ways, but they are friends, you know, like Law, they are friends. And he said, probably something in the lines of, I know we're enemies, but I thought that it was, you know, I needed to say this to you, and we've been defeated by Shanks, and we can continue our story. He took our poneglyphs, and that's gonna be the line. And then probably Robin enters there, and she will say, you said about the man marked by flames. Guide us to him, because you know who is it, and then you are gonna have the person, the guide, taking over a little bit the captain role there, kind of leading them towards where the man marked by flame is, and then we will meet him. He's gonna be probably sitting there. You will see Kid on the side. Probably, I'm very strongly thinking that he's gonna do this like exactly like Barbossa, and we are gonna see the corner of the house, in the corner of the room. You're gonna see Kid's trousers or Kid's legs or something, that he is in a next room, unconscious, healing, and probably the other guys are there defeated as well and everything. And yeah, there is a lot of controversy and a lot of criticism against Kid's crew, and everyone's talking about, oh my god, your Nakamas, they left, they actually didn't fight, and they surrendered, this and that, and Luffy will never surrender. You never know what's gonna happen there. And we see as well in different moments that Luffy is gonna be killed or eliminated, and probably you will prefer to abandon the pirate dream, the pirate king dream, to just allow Luffy to be dead while Luffy is unconscious. So I'm curious to see how Oda is gonna represent that from the perspective of a pirate, no a real pirate from the real world, but a One Piece pirate. So as I said, Killer's role going forward, for me, in my opinion, is we have we have the Straw Hats arriving there. They need to meet with Killer. Killer maybe at the beginning is a little bit, he doesn't want to say it, but he will end up saying it. Because he knows, he's like, if there is a man who can defeat Shanks, that is Luffy. Something in that line. If there is a man who can defeat the man who defeated my man, my kid, my captain, that is Luffy. So he will give him the info. Kid and Law, now they are only for information. Law needs to meet with Luffy again, and he will give him information about Blackbeard. We need that. We need Law talking to Luffy and saying, "Hey, be careful because he can steal the fruits." And we need the other colleague, that is these guys, as well, saying to us, "Hey, careful with this other Yonko, with Shanks, because he can do whatever this, and his haki is this." So Luffy, he will not want to have that information because he's that type of character. He's like Kid, but Killer will say it to Zorro, to Sanji, to Robin especially, I think, as well there, and to the ones that who are interested. This is the typical thing that probably Luffy falls asleep or Zorro falls asleep and is not interested, like, "Oh, you are telling me, but actually you are a weakling and I don't care." That's the typical Zorro thing. And then let's see this type of mask, if we can do it nice. And then you have the other guys, the clever guys like Robin, Usopp, Sanji, that they are actually gonna be listening to the story. I know this is a little bit crazy, but feel free to tell me in the comments what do you think about this theory. And yeah, probably because we have seen Kid destroyed a few episodes back, I think we need to see this soon. I don't think Oda is gonna drag it much more because he's setting up the end. And we need the information for the last poneglyph that is connected to, that is gonna be in Elbaf, around Elbaf, and as I explained as well in my previous videos. And yeah, the time is now. Let's do. Okay. Let's do all of this. Nice, it's looking good, it's looking very nice, very good. I'm gonna start with color. I basically have this this theory of Urouge that I put there and I said at the beginning, and you can check it, that basically Urouge is introduced fighting Killer at the beginning, and in that video, okay, I explain that in my opinion, my theory is that Urouge, that is the smallest bounty in the whole Supernova group with 108 million, he's the lowest bounty. I think actually he is kind of sealed. He has the power sealed with the fruit that we've seen that he can expand his power. And basically they introduce him fighting Killer. I think Killer has been confirmed. As I said, I start my video saying, "Oh my god, Urouge is fighting rooftop Killer." So this guy was on the rooftop. No one would have been able to be on the rooftop. Not Capone Beji, not anyone else. Crashman Tapu was the lower tier. X-Drake was lower tier as well. None of these guys. So they're the Supernovas who were able to fight. And all of them caught Kaido. Not only Zorro caught Kaido there with Oden's sword. We see several times how Killer is cutting him as well. So until that point, he only had the scar from Oden. "Oh, Oden, every time I see your face, my scar, blah blah blah," no, like Whitebeard said. But if you think about it, these guys, all of them, you know, Kid, Law, Killer, and Zorro, all of them were able to attack, to kind of get some attacks in. Just erase a little bit around this. Get some attacks in, and that is very epic. So that's why I explained in that other video that I think Urouge, that is the only one that hasn't shown anything. Killer 2 years ago in Shabondi, he went full on. He was not dilly-dallying around, oh my god, you know, I don't want to fight man. He was fighting Urouge. And then the Pacifistas arrives and everything. So to test the power of each other, obviously, to test the pirate power that they have. But basically, it is very interesting that this character is like you are drawing me Urouge fighting Zorro, okay, in equal fight, and then Zorro's in the rooftop. What is that, the meaning of that? Why this guy has the bounty so low? Because he's more and he's hiding a lot of power. So in this case, I think we have exactly the same situation happening. I think he's sealed there. Urouge is sealed there at that point, and now Oda is telling you, do you see Killer? How Killer is on the rooftop fighting? And I didn't put Sanji or anyone else. Is Killer, and then you have the whole thing with the introduction of Urouge and everything, that you see how they are equal in power. It's kind of telling you in 2 years' time they are not getting weaker, they are getting stronger, even stronger. And it is a normal case that you connect those dots when you are kind of creating a storytelling, and you wanna say it, but you don't wanna say it. So for me, it makes sense. And yeah, so please feel free to tell me in the comments what do you think about this, and what do you think about the Killer as a character and all the bad things that he had to go through to be able to escape, let's say, because they escaped one at the end of the day, fighting through fight, and yeah, and everything. I enjoy a lot the supernovas concept. I love it. All the powers, all the attacks, all the different characters. I enjoy it a lot. I love it very much, and I can't wait to see them all. Okay, to see Urouge what's gonna do. And I don't believe I could say, because you are telling me, okay, Shanks, a full-on attack of Shanks has defeated Kid. I could take it, vale, okay, and I would say no problem there. A full attack, took it, and that's it. And half attack, because obviously Killer is weaker in theory. Killer is weaker than Kid. So basically, there you would have the full kind of. I don't like to do power scaling because you never know with the power scaling in One Piece how it goes, but there you will have the comparative basically. And yeah, you can say that a side attack from Shanks kind of took out of commission Killer, but you know, Killer has been taking a lot of damage as well from Kaido and everything, and he was still standing there. That means that Shanks is much more above Kaido and everything, and in power, in pure power. Okay, so I think this is looking really nice so far. Today it is not a bulky character, but I'm kind of treating it as a bulky character. The drawing is very loose today, and I'm enjoying it. Kind of, yeah, doing the shapes and the expression and the attack and everything, and it's looking nice, looking interesting. So just to kind of do a small recap of what I've been explaining today with Killer. I think Killer is gonna be taking care of Kit. Kit is completely defeated. He needs to recover. The man marked by flames save them from the wreckage, and we are gonna see them in his house or in his lair, in his hidden place, because he needs to be hidden there. And kind of Barbossa style, we will see how Kit is there recovering, okay, being helped by Skopergavan. I would say Skopergavan is the man marked by flame. If it happens that it's not Skopergavan, whoever is gonna be the man marked by flames is the one who is gonna help them, because they introduce the character. So it, for storytelling sake, it makes sense. Okay, and then we need to talk with Killer. Killer needs to feed us the information of what happened to him. He needs to say we fought Sangs, but we actually didn't fight him. His power is too strong that we just basically were decimated. I barely recovered just now, and I'm just here. I'm not gonna allow him to be pirate anymore. I'm not gonna be whatever he's gonna be saying, but basically I just want Kit to survive. And but I will tell you, I will give you intel in the man marked by names, and he's gonna say, is this guy here, or is this guy in another cabin close by, and I will help you basically to kind of make him help you, basically. I think that's what Killer is gonna say, and we will have Killer with us a little bit in the story, like not like we had Law, but maybe just for the beginning, and then even Luffy could say, or Zoro could say, you know, you could come with us and continue, and not in the ship as a Nakama, but don't stay here with them, or maybe Chopper stays with them for a little bit, Chopper to help Kid as well, and all of this. And I can't wait to see that. It can be very interesting, and I don't see any other possibility, to be honest, right now, of other people to lead us to the man marked by flames. And Killer, it will be very interesting. Oda gave him a little bit more of importance with the rooftop, and to be honest, I want a little bit more. And if this is looking very nice, if Oda is gonna give importance to Kid in one sense, to Law in one sense, to Zoro, to Luffy, all of them, and Killer has that presence in the rooftop, I think that means he can still maybe hold his ground there and be the first one to be healed, because we need to think Egghead is basically happening over 2 days. I think it's one full night and the day after, and now we're going into Elbaf. Oda could say perfectly, 3 days after traveling to Elbaf, and then go there, or 1 week after traveling to Elbaf. Depends of how long he wants to do the trip, and then you have time there enough to Killer to have recovered from the attack, or be all wrapped, obviously, and yeah, and then he's gonna be giving us information. That's what we want. We need someone to give us information, and the only group that we know for certain that has that information is this group. Blackbeard Pirates, they know about the man marked by flames because there is a conversation with Aokiji. Oh my god, and Aokiji is being silly. Are you talking about me? Do you think I am the man marked by flames? Oda made this as a joke because the community for some time were speculating if Aokiji was actually the man marked by flames, by Akainus flames and Akainus magma. But at the same time, I explain why it may be Skopergavan related to Ace in the video. I pin you there. That I will put it as well down there in the show more sections. And as well, I see the Blackbeard Pirates kind of having to be involved in the Elbaf saga. I said it before, with the Royal Rumble, with the Ragnarok and everything, and it can be interesting that they learn about this info. Imagine as well for Blackbeard if he realizes that, you know, someone that he already knows has that last poneglyph that is Scooper Gaban, because they fought against each other when he was a kid, but you know, it's an old man and everything now. That can be very compelling, very interesting for me as a reader of One Piece for yeah, many years, since the very beginning basically. Okay, I think I finished for today this. Okay, it's looking very nice, I like it. It's a loose drawing of Killer, very open. I don't think I ever done such a open drawing. It's very nice. The colors as well, and the color pick and everything, it seems very nice. We missed to fill this part a little bit. It looks very nice. I'm recording this video after reading 1123. Okay, 1123. I'm recording in advance because I will be away and I can't record straight away, so this doesn't include any information because I haven't read, it hasn't been released yet. 1124, 1125, maybe by the time that this video is out we already read, all of us, 24 and 25 or even 26. But just so you are aware that all of this information is kind of a speculation about Killer, and if we straight away go into 1124 or 1125 and this is happening, it can be very funny, but this video is recorded on the 16th of August, just after the release of 1123. But this is all for today. I'm gonna be signing. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23. You can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoy the theory and hope you enjoy the drawing as well, and the concept and the commentary about Killer. And yeah, I invite you to watch the other videos in the channel. I will put some in the show more section, other theories, and feel free to like, subscribe, share with your friends and your nakamas and your family, and yeah, comment and open discussion, open argument, and we will talk about it. I love to interact with the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.